Good day everyone, I'm Rufumika Magallanes and today I'm going to discuss exercise number 3, which is digestive system, structure, and function.
The digestive system of the ruminants and its function. Mouth. The mouth is responsible for taking in food and initiating the process of digestion through mastication or chewing and saliva production. Esophagus. The esophagus is a muscular tube that connects the mouth to the stomach and transports ingested food to the rumen.
Rumen. The rumen is the largest compartment of the ruminant stomach. It serves as a fermentation vat. It contains billions of microorganisms including bacteria, protozoa, and fungi, which break down complex carbohydrates such as cellulose and hemicellulose into simpler compounds through fermentation. The major functions of the rumen include microbial digestion, fermentation, and synthesis of volatile fatty acids, which serve as an important energy source for the ruminant. Reticulum. The reticulum works in conjunction with the rumen and acts as a trap for foreign objects that the animal may ingest. It also helps with regurgitation during rumination. Omasum. The omasum is responsible for the absorption of water, electrolytes, and volatile fatty acids. It has numerous folds and acts as a filtering mechanism for the digest before it enters the abomasum. Abomasum. The abomasum is considered the true stomach of the ruminant. It is similar to the stomach of monogastric animals like humans, and secretes gastric juices and enzymes, including hydrochloric acid and pepsin, to further break down proteins and initiate digestion. Small intestine. The small intestine is where most of the nutrient absorption takes place. It receives partially digested food from the abomasum and continues the breakdown of the carbohydrates, protein, and lipids with the help of pancreatic enzyme and bile from the liver. Large intestine. The large intestine consists of the cecum, colon, and rectum. It mainly functions in water absorption and microbial fermentation of undigested plant material. Rumination refers to the process by which ruminants bring back previously ingested food from the rumen to the mouth for further chewing and digestion. It involves the following processes. Regurgitation. Ruminants contract the rumen and reticulum muscles to bring the partially digested food or cud back to the mouth. Rechewing. Once the cud is in the mouth, the animal rechews it thoroughly to break it down into smaller particles, increasing its surface area and exposing it to more digestive enzymes. Reswallowing. After rechewing, the animal swallows the cud again, allowing it to continue its journey through the digestive system for further fermentation, digestion, and absorption. The digestive system of the swine and horse animals and major function of its part. In swine, the anatomical part of the digestive system are as follows. Mouth. The mouth of swine is adapted for grinding and chewing food, preparing it for digestion. Esophagus. The esophagus is a muscular tube that transports food from the mouth to the stomach through peristaltic contraction. Stomach. The stomach is divided into different regions including the cardiac region, fundic region, and pyloric region. It secretes gastric juices and enzymes such as pepsin to break down proteins. Small intestine. Small intestine is the primary site for nutrient absorption in swine. It further breaks down carbohydrates, proteins, and lipids with the help of pancreatic enzyme and bile from the liver. Large intestine. The large intestine consists of cecum, colon, and rectum. It is responsible for the absorption of water, electrolytes, and certain vitamins, as well as the formation of feces. Rectum. The rectum stores feces before elimination through the anus. In horses, the anatomical parts of the digestive system are as follows. Mouth. The mouth of horses is adapted for grinding and chewing. Fibrous
plant material. It contains large molars and powerful jaw muscle. Esophagus. The esophagus transports food from the mouth to the stomach through peristaltic contraction. Stomach. The stomach of horses is relatively small compared to the size of their body. It secretes gastric juices to break down proteins. Small intestine. Small intestine in the horse is responsible for the digestion and absorption of nutrients, including carbohydrates, protein, and lipids. Cecum. The cecum in horses is a large fermentation chamber where microbial fermentation of fibrous plant material occurs. It is an important site for the breakdown of cellulose with the help of symbiotic bacteria. Large colon. The large colon of horses is responsible for the absorption of water, electrolytes, and volatile fatty acid produced during microbial fermentation. Small colon. Small colon further absorbs water and electrolyte. Rectum. The rectum stores feces before elimination through the anus.
The digestive system of the poultry species animals and major function of its part. In poultry species such as chickens, the anatomical parts of the digestive system are as follows. Beak. The beak is the specialized structure at the front of chicken's head that helps in picking food. Mouth and esophagus. The mouth is where the food enters, and the esophagus is a muscular tube that transports the food from the mouth to the crop. The crop is a thin-walled sponge located at the base of the neck. It serves as a temporary storage site for food and allows for moistening and softening of the ingested feed. Ventriculus. The ventriculus is the glandular stomach of the chicken. It secretes gastric juices containing enzymes that initiate the digestion of proteins. Gizzard. The gizzard is a muscular organ that follows the ventriculus. It contains small stones or grate that aid in the mechanical breakdown of food. Small intestine. Small intestine is where the majority of nutrient absorption occurs. It is divided into three parts: the duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. Ceca. Poultry species have two ceca, which are blind-ended pouches located at the junction of the small and large intestine. The ceca are involved in the fermentation and absorption of certain nutrients, including proteins and carbohydrates. Large intestine and cloaca. The large intestine absorbs water and electrolytes, and the cloaca is the common chamber where the digestive, urinary, and reproductive systems meet. Role of the saliva in digestion. Saliva plays a crucial role in the initial stage of digestion. It helps in the mechanical breakdown and lubrication of food, making it easier to chew, swallow, and pass through the digestive tract. Additionally, saliva helps in maintaining oral hygiene by neutralizing acid and preventing bacterial overgrowth. Overall, saliva aids in the efficient processing and digestion of food. The digestive enzymes, their source or origin. The substrate, the act upon the end of products of the digestion process. Amylase, source or origin, salivary glands, and pancreas. Substrate, starch and glycogen. End products, maltose and other simple sugars. Pepsin, source or origin, stomach. Substrate, proteins. End products, peptides and smaller protein fragments. Trypsin, source or origin, pancreas. Substrate, proteins. End products, peptides and smaller protein fragments. Chymotrypsin, source or origin, pancreas. Substrate, proteins. End products, peptides and smaller protein fragments. Lipase, source origin, pancreas. Substrate, lipids or fats. End products, fatty acid and glycerol. Nucleus, source origin, pancreas. Substrate, nucleic acid. End products, nucleotides. Lactase, source origin, small intestine. Substrate, lactose or milk sugar. End products, glucose and galactose. Sucrase, source origin, small intestine. Substrate, sucrose. End products, glucose and fructose.
Maltase, source origin, small intestine, substrate, maltose, and product, glucose. Peptidase, source origin, small intestine, substrate, peptides, and products, individual amino acid. The digestive parts of different farm animals are below. Chicken, cattle, horse,